Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Today is a very special episode of Retrograde because it is our last one. In honor of it being our last one, we're going to do things just a little bit different. For one thing, we're going to get some cool alcohol. Boom. A little bit of movie magic for you. Not only is this game the first time we've seen each other and all played together for the first time since the pandemic started, it's going to be the very last one of Retrograde. So, without any further ado, let's meet the cast and crew of Fudged Roll. This is Jesse. Say some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
Fantastic. Ty, say something for the listeners.
Hey there, guys.
Wow, very good. Derek?
Jesse's dog
Ha.
just barked the shit out of you before you came inside.
I could hear
It
it.
sounds like Hudson when he's in the hallway and he gets lost. He doesn't have very eyes or ears. Yeah, he just goes, ah!
Wow, and it's been a long time since we've been in this room. It's crazy. Since the end of our last campaign.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute. Alright. 2 up.
That's for you. What's this? It's for you. It's from all of us.
As a thank you for being the best DM ever.
Oh, this is sick. Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's been,
Over
over
a
a year
year.
with you busting your ass for us and us taking your games off the rails every week.
Just destroying every plan.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, perfect. Awesome.
Also, 3, 2, 1. We need to clap. Because I'm never going to remember how to sync this together. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Wow, it took 50 episodes. We finally got it.
In the last episode, Ian, I swear to God.
In the last episode, the Ass Squad landed on the western beach of Primador after 5 days at sea. While getting DuPont and the old man onto the sand, our giant crocodile Felix was busy chasing the dragon through the waves. Landing on the volcanic island, the creature sat and stared at the closest city next to him, the same city our crew is only a mile away from. With a sneak attack, our druid bit the dragon on its leg, bleeding yellow blood out of its tooth marks. Enraged at being interrupted, the beast attacked Felix as he tried to escape back into the water. Unable to get away, the dragon had its fun with the druid as it left the drowning body sink as it returned back to its lair. Realizing that Felix hasn't returned in a good amount of time, Topknot took a look towards the sea as he saw a large whirlpool as the beast was leaving. Hopping back onto the ship, they were unable to save our druid after Ironhammer Celestial grabbed the Hell Dwarf's stinky body. I don't know why I wrote stinky. It was late at night. Thankfully, due to the gemstones in the treasure chest, our cleric was able to revive their friend after a few hours of rest. During this time, Topknot and Penelope questioned DuPont once again, wanting to know the very extent of what they experienced. With 2 black eyes, DuPont explained as much as he could, knowing that there are only 2 results from the next few days. Our team defeat the beast, or the untold history of Primador is erased. Leaving the disgraced king in his throne of crates and barrels, our tinkerer and alchemist close the door, making sure to blow the candle out before leaving. Talking with the old man from the turtle's back, our group were alerted that Akaratupla, aka the Kraken, will be arriving at the ship's location in 48 hours to collect each crewmate's most valuable item. Content with his quest, the old man hobbled into the astral city named Brill. With a quick warning from a Cyclops and Arthur, our crew arrived into town, thankfully without any immediate fighting. Able to talk with the wisest collection of astrals in this area, our group has agreed to take down the dragon along with the Brill guards. As the magma bubbles underneath the volcano, our squad learn about the native weapons on Primador, 36 hours before their final battle. Thank you all for this last episode of Retrograde, brought to you by Fudge Droll. It's tasty. A little tagline. I'm your chef for the night, Derek Day. With me are the specials for the evening, the Whores Devours, Ian Jones, the appetizer, Andrew Akers.
I am tasty.
The dinner, Jesse Wagner.
Good.
And of course, the dessert, Ty Sheets.
Bon appetit.
What?
Lower appetite.
So we're starting basically the end of the last episode, and they will start the guards and some of the Brill leaders, soldiers, will take you down to their weapons chamber. What they will show you are 3 separate weapons. It will be 2 guns and a melee weapon. The first is a heat ray, handheld weapon, kind of like a pistol. On a hit, the target takes radiant damage and fire damage. The creature will need to make a Constitution saving throw, or whatever part was hit by the beam will be melted. The second one will be a larger cannon type of weapon. I'm just considering it a Tesla cannon. Choose a target within 50 feet. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. I'm going to keep it 17. Or take 98 lightning damage. Or half on a save. On a failure, the target is paralyzed for its turn. Anyone wearing metal armor already have disadvantage on the save.
Top Knot kind of looking over all this and still being super apprehensive of everything, especially the cats that are around us. A lot of this seems really familiar, right? And I'm going to pull out my lightning and fire engines and just kind of look up at the astrals. Ironhammer, can they understand me? Can you ask them where they got this technology? It looks really familiar.
I don't know who wants to roll it, but I will need a persuasion check.
Ironhammer all the way, because you're the one asking.
16. They will take a look at the weapons that Top Knot has produced, take a quick look, and realize that some of the metal and workings inside sort of have some of that black metal attached to it inside of it. What they'll tell you, Ironhammer, with a good enough persuasion, is that the way they create their weapons, armor, whatsoever, is from the cavern below Cirrus. It'll remind you of Ava when she stayed with the Astrals down below. They'll tell you that's where the metal comes from. A hidden cavern that nobody has found before. And then they use parts of their own blood to power the weapons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm able to power my stuff, and I don't even have to use any blood, but I don't know. No big deal.
The very last weapon they will show you, because I thought it looked fun as hell, is an energy sword, which is 3d12 damage.
If you do not get it and say I swing my sword at the end of this game,
I was going to say, I'm going right towards the sword, saying, Well, I know they can't understand me, but that's mine.
What you guys can realize is, in person, it looks exactly like the Halo sword, because it looks dope, except the blue coloring is actually yellow instead, obviously.
Like their blood.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They will also show you that they have multiple invisibility vests, explosive belts, anything you found up in Hanami Forest, if you should need it.
I feel like since you fought this thing already, did you notice any weaknesses or anything that it had? Like, I don't know. And I look kind of up from you to the astral. I know you can't understand me, but I'm going to say it anyway. Mr. Big Cat, sir, will fire and lightning even work on something like that? It was pretty scary.
I'm going to look at Top Knot and I'm going to say, well, it's got big pointy teeth that it likes to use to bite you. It's just as fast in the water as it is on land and air. And it's the most terrifying thing I've ever fought.
Yeah, it beat you up pretty good.
Yeah, only a little bit.
Ironhammer, can you ask if any of them are coming with us?
Yes, there will be guards stationed outside and inside the city.
But that volcano is going to erupt, right? Like, shouldn't we, bring the fight to them? Ow.
The creatures don't understand you, however, they will follow what you're putting down and say it would be a good idea to have some sort of plan ready for when it's coming.
Ironhammer, can you ask if they have any components so then I can work on tinkering up a couple things just to help us? What did they say?
They said no.
Yes.
Hey, Ironhammer, could you also ask them if they have any herbs or anything around that I could utilize?
Yes, there are herbs near the beach. However, there's also more up north, past the city.
Ironhammer, could you ask them if anyone would be willing to go and fetch me some herbs while we get ready here?
They'll say, of course, if Ironhammer can describe what he would need. They can get to that later on.
Tell them I just need any herbs that they can find.
I need some wires and some metal tubing, preferably copper, anything they can find.
Some of the head astral guards will just start nodding back and forth, again, more, we're going to keep going.
Top Knot is going to try to write them a grocery list in the language that he attempted to learn. He said you would make me roll for it in the future, so yes. I'm going to try to do that now. Everything that I am being told. Do you need anything? Do you need anything?
No, I'm real tired, The iron takes a lot out of you.
And Felix is going to need a diaper. So I write all this down. What do you want me to roll for? Intelligence?
Yeah, I think it was intelligence we did last
16.
time.
12 plus 4.
Yes, 16 will do it this time. Unlike DuPont's chest.
Okay. I jot all of it down, but as I'm jotting it down, I'm using words and phrases that I've become accustomed to writing in my erotica fan fictions that I've been writing. So I write the list that I need, but also I add some other things from just flowery language to make it sound
also
good.
Need lube.
Also, yes. Lots and lots. Anal fisting, always. Don't do it dry.
Oh. That's how you end up with fissures.
So at this point, we can say it's been... you guys can conversate during this, but it's been a couple hours. Astrals will return. Anything you guys need, Top Knot can use the lab. But until you guys are ready, it's up to you guys for the next 36 hours or so.
Okay.
I'm going to try to sleep as much of that penalty off as I can. I figure in 36 hours, can I sleep that entire time and like be back to full? Because
We'll just go to from -4. Is that what you're starting with?
I'm to
-3 now because you slept last night.
Yeah.
I'll give you down to a -1.
All right.
I'll take it.
16 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And right when, like, sporadically over the course of the day, I'm going to stand on the tallest building I can find, a tower or anything, and I'm going to watch the volcano to see if it looks like it's progressing in its eruption or anything.
Yes,
That would be bad.
lava-wise, it is spilling out pretty fast. You can see the magma underneath bulging as it continues erupting up.
Watching it doing what it's doing, can I gather any estimate as to when I think this thing might erupt? Pretty smart guy. Top Knot's read a lot of books.
Yeah.
You want me to roll for it?
Yeah, just a simple like perception.
13, and my perception's like +14 or something. +12. 25. And that's technically, if I had my telescope, it would be with advantage. So, 28.
This kind of eruption is unheard of, but you can assume it'll be coming within the next day or so.
Next 24 hours.
Yes.
And then he sleeps for 16 of that. Okay, I'm going to relay that on to everybody.
Definitely before the next 36.
And I had one other thing I wanted to do, but...
Yeah, I mean, after they return with the herbs, I'm just spending all my time just prepping as many potions as I can. Loading some into syringes, into vials, just getting ready for war, pretty much.
It's a really cool montage scene of us just getting everything together. I think I have an idea for the volcano, but that's definitely the more world-ending, I think, of the two. But I don't know. What do you guys think? If Moradin can help us.
I mean, if Moradin can take care of the volcano, that'd be the best.
See if he can pee on it or something. That's what you dwarves do, right? Oh. That's a big old nope.
My son. I'm sorry, that thing's too big.
He's a god.
I'm busy. I got shit to do. The new Call of Duty just dropped. There's a new Battlefield coming out. I'm busy. I can't deal with a volcano right now.
The Astrals? No, besides the like Tesla cannon. You want to throw some jeans on something? I got a little fucked up there.
While everyone else is doing their thing and Felix is still sleeping, Top Knot's just going to be wandering the town and just staring down every single cat he can find. And at some point, once he's done his rounds around, he's going to make it back to Penelope and Ironhammer. These things kind of look a lot like Cyclops, don't you think? It's weird. And they look so familiar.
There is an uncanny resemblance.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at you. All right. And then with the rest of my time, I am going to construct as many freeze engines as I can.
Okay.
Given the components that I can find or whatever was given to me in the town.
I'll say you can make one just giant freeze engine.
Can we do a ticker check?
Yeah.
That is a 30. Double proficiency on technical.
I'll say almost the size of like a barrel or a crate or something. Just entire freeze engine.
Christ almighty.
If you could somehow get it.
That's all God.
Get it to the volcano. You could drop it, see if it could, what it could do.
And I'm actually going to relay that theory onto the rest of the group. If I think this thing might be powerful enough if I overload it, and if Felix or if someone finds a way to drop it in, then maybe we can stop the volcano and focus on the dragon thing that's out there. I don't know.
Am I still asleep? I'm assuming. Okay.
Good idea, Top Knot.
Ironhammer, one quick note for you. After talking with the Astrals, now starting to plan, you haven't had to worry about headaches at all. You remember the time when you first started talking in Brill about the maddening headache from when you were in the Hanami Forest. However, this time your head feels absolutely fine.
Ironhammer and Penelope, I saw some human people, earlier. Do you guys want to talk to them before we get into this? Just figure out what their deal is? It's kind of weird that they're here, right? I mean, while Felix is sleeping, we should try to figure out what's happening here. I mean, maybe we can get some answers we've been looking for. You know, in case we all die in a couple hours. I'd rather die with answers than die with questions. I don't know. I mean, maybe being so close to your God, you don't have to face the same questions that the rest of us do. But I don't know. Don't you want to know, like, what happened here and why? All right. Okay. That's fine. Whatever you guys want to do. And then we just wait for him to wake up. And at some point we should tell Nelson, like, hey, hang out in the town while we go out and do some shit.
Probably.
Again, he'll agree completely, but the entire time he's scared shitless, just wandering around these creatures. But he's just like, what the fuck am I getting into right now? At this point, Jesse, I will say, Felix, you can wake up.
Okay.
With.
How do I feel? Like when I wake up.
You feel pretty decent. I'd say you'd have like a couple beers before bed or something.
Okay.
Like you're not bad, but it's still a little
Little headache.
Yeah.
Groggy.
And you guys still have about 8 hours.
What's the morning wood situation?
Roll a d12.
Yeah, give me a d12.
Okay.
He's pretty messed up. He's probably got a broken PP.
Yeah, roll me a d4.
What?
We didn't decide who is getting what guns also. We should do that.
Well, I already called out
The sword.
I was getting the energy sword.
I know a nice 3 are going on right now, but you know it'll get better eventually.
It'll get better eventually. I'm gonna look down and give him a pat and say, "You'll be okay, little guy." I'm gonna get out of bed. Can I? No, I'm good. I'm walking. I'm up. I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to go look for the rest of my party.
Okay.
As he finds us, we're trying to convince some astrals to come along with us, because they could probably operate their weapons better than we can. I can't imagine we have proficiency.
To go to the volcano?
To
or
come on the boat with us to the volcano.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. They will gladly serve you guys a couple guards to join along.
What's our plan here, guys? Good morning, by the way. You look good.
Hey, thanks, man.
Look better than yesterday. Or a couple hours ago. It's weird. I don't know.
It's been more than a couple hours, but
Yeah.
I
Right.
got pretty well fucked up, man.
Yeah. Well, we won't let it happen again.
Yeah. I hope not. Dying's kind of weird. There's nothing, by the way.
Did you tell me something before? Last game? When I had asked about it?
You met a skeleton in a black cloak in a dark basement.
Okay.
And you were about to enter the nothingness
Okay.
until you were pulled back by Top Knot's kiss.
So you lied before? Just telling me stories?
I always lie. And I'm going to do a, cartwheel away.
All right, I'm going to need athletics.
Athletics.
We're going to put that as an epitaph on your grave. I always lie.
I was a 3.
You say I always lie. Good attorney.
That's a -1 as well. With a -1 on everything.
Oh yeah, shit. So those are 2.
Okay.
As you guys can hop aboard the ship.
Do we have one of those Tesla cannons?
And the guns and a couple astrals.
Ray? Okay.
Yep, you can have all of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to the rest of my party and say, do you think, like, you guys have seen me when I'm Big A Felix? Like, I really don't.
Big.
I don't really remember what happens, like what I do. Do you think you can convince me to carry one of those big old guns as a grade 8?
I don't know.
DM?
That's next. Well, would it be tiny in his hands?
I'm envisioning like a Tesla, like the cannon be a snake boy.
It's big enough. You'd have to
Just be like
you need to
hand
use two arms at least. Some kind of strap, so you could carry it as an ape, yeah.
As an ape, I can carry it without all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be all set.
Alright. Would I be able to wield it as an ape?
That's the other thing. I'll let you carry it, but we will need to roll some kind of intelligence or something to see if you can figure it out enough.
Okay.
But also, what if this thing sees us before we get to the island and then it just destroys the ship? Do we have a plan for that?
I guess I turn into a fish.
And then the rest of us drown.
I will not drown again. I have a spell that I can change some of you into fish.
I could also make a potion of water breathing as a last ditch effort.
Can that be for all of us?
I can make enough for all of us.
Did you do that during your free time? Or can you do it now?
I can do it now.
Maybe just to have. Since we're on an island, it might not be a bad idea. I know we were talking about it a little bit before you woke up, Felix, but do we want to take care of the volcano first, or do we want to focus on the dragon first?
Well,
Because
how much time do we have with the volcano?
I'm estimating at this point maybe another 8 hours, but it could be sooner. It's hard to tell with this kind of stuff.
And when is that big old octopus showing up?
48 hours. That's not going to be for another day.
Fight that, or
the weird guy that was on the boat just said that we need to give him a bunch of our stuff, like what matters most to us or whatever. And I offered to give the Kraken that guy because like I cared about him. I was just joking. But yeah. What are we doing with DuPont, by the way? For this fight with the dragon, do we want to take DuPont with us? Like, maybe the dragon will recognize him and then not attack us. Like, maybe it'll be a surprise. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't attack this boat. And then while it's thinking about it, we hit him hard. I don't know. Do you think he would recognize Mr. Majesty DuPont? But anyway, we should get there soon because we're wasting time here.
Ironhammer, on the ship, as you guys are heading towards the island, one of the astral guards will come up to you and personally thank you and your group for coming to help save their continent. They will explain that it has been a while since anyone non-astral-like has come to help them. He will say it's been close to 175 years since anyone humanoid has come near them, not asking for their land.
Felix, you remember that time you killed one of their babies? And also, you're holding a bone whip made of their spines.
This is true.
What other babies did I kill?
He stabbed you in the in one of the caves
that's right.
at Hanami.
Nice.
You blew the little kid up. Yeah.
One last note, the Astral will tell you that the creature's name was Sigilrot. It was a humanoid that went to help them out 175 years ago. Now, unfortunately...
Does that name ring a bell to any of us, or is he the only one who can hear it?
Ironhammer can explain it to you all, but of course means nothing, because it's an astral.
After what?
It's an astral.
Oh.
The name itself is an astral name.
Oh.
Even if you knew the person, you have no idea who it could be.
I wonder if that was one of the magic users that helped put us to sleep way back when.
Well, it would
I
have
don't
been
know.
20, he said it was
175 years.
That was 25 years. Wow. Does Felix good math? Yeah, it won't make it good math.
Yeah, we just don't know, like, how long we were awake or
Right.
whatever.
Can they describe Sigilrot? Do they have any description of him?
None of them really will. The astrals nowadays are brand new, but you can imagine he was probably close to a little over 6 foot or so. Maybe black hair. Not exactly sure. Seemed to be pretty smart, though. And was willing to help with whatever he could for the people here. Astral will explain that there is also a gravestone up north, close to where the herbs were. If you'd like to check it out.
Maybe at the end when we get back, or if we get back.
Yeah.
But we should go.
This time, we'll say it's only been 2 hours or so, and you guys can reach the island.
Right before we leave, I'm going to write out a little note and just leave it with one of the astrals. Something that's sealed in case Top Knot dies. That's it.
The same astral guard will grab it from you with a nod.
What is Felix wearing now that, like, after his near-death experience? Still in my pirate outfit?
I would say like Top Knot, you're wearing a diaper for sure, because you're all kinds of fucked up.
I gave you a diaper.
Oh.
I asked the astrals to make sure you got one, just in case.
But yeah, clothing-wise, Doug Dimmadome would be all fucked up now.
Oh, I was wearing a pirate outfit.
Oh, you have that? Okay. So that'd be fucked up. So you can do the suit, the robe.
Anyway, I'm going to put on the Yeti robe, because that does buff my armor class a little bit.
And we are right outside the island. Yet again, Dragon is not focusing on anything besides the city itself.
We purposely take a roundabout way to try to go around behind it, so that way it's not at all seeing us, even if it's like in the peripheral.
I'm going to give Top Knot and Ironhammer the water breathing potion. You're able.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Try and walk over to Top Knot and ask him, so this freeze thing that they want me to drop in this volcano.
Yeah.
How does it work? Like, I don't know. It's gonna work.
Well, I can set it to overload, and then when the point comes that it gets damaged, as soon as it lands in the lava, it'll just go off. And this is, how many was I able to make?
I said just one, like, barrel.
Massive one.
Yeah, massive
okay.
one.
And then it'll just erupt. It'll be like in a 15-foot radius, so just make sure you're higher up than that whenever it goes off. Theoretically, it should freeze the thing, or at least cool it down to the point where it won't try to erupt anymore. I don't know. I've never dealt with anything like this before, but it's the best I could do.
Okay. As Felix, can I tell, like, what size bird I'm going to need to be able to carry this thing? Like, I feel like by now I've gotten a pretty good understanding of, like, what capabilities different birds have.
Yeah, some kind of, like, giant eagle, or I don't know if you were a vulture or something. I can't remember what it was before, but definitely big enough to pick up this kind of barrel.
Okay.
We also had 2 of those self-destruct belts that were left. I'm thinking maybe if we can get this thing grounded. You did it before, I remember. Maybe if we can get it grounded, we could try to strap 1 or 2 onto its arms. And it does a lot of damage, if I remember right. Whenever I was inspecting them in Cirrus, it seems like they'd really pack a punch.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
Felix will take Arthur. And then the rest of us will just stay together if you're separating from us.
Yeah, nothing like a bird flying on another bird.
Is he a bird right now? Or is he back to being a...
He's a parrot now.
Yeah, a bird on a bird.
Yeah, if you guys are all set, Dragon's just sitting there whenever you guys are ready.
Before we all go, I know we've been through a lot of stuff together, and I know we kind of had our weird parting of ways halfway through this crazy adventure, and I just want to let you guys know that I love you all. Even if sometimes I hate you too, or if I'm really scared of you in some cases. If we don't all make it through this, I just want you to know that I can't think of anyone else that I would have rather spent my last moments with. So, thank you for what it's worth. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Last bottle of wine.
Felix is going to pull out his bottle of giant liquor.
I'm going to take just a little bit of each.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take out the rings that I purchased in
the bazaar.
I got these for you guys just as a way to commemorate and just show that we're all in this together. I know this may be our last bit. It could be, but you guys have meant the world to me. So I wanted each of you to have these and pass the rings along.
Thanks, Penelope. And you used to be a psycho, but you're not anymore, so thanks.
I try.
Maybe you've just gotten better at it, so we can't tell. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, let's fuck this thing up. We sail toward it. Are you gonna birdify?
Yeah.
We're close.
Are we close enough to the island?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yep, you're close enough now.
When we get close enough, we're gonna kind of split. The boat's gonna go one direction, and then Felix.
Yep. I'm gonna fly. Well, I'm gonna turn into a giant boulder. I'm gonna grab
With the parrot.
the freeze
Engines, the bombs.
engine with my big old feet. I'm just gonna flap my big old wings.
Felix, if you could just roll me a stealth.
South.
How far are we from it? The
From
boat.
the ship?
Yep.
Only within 20, 30 feet of the island.
How far from the dragon itself?
Dragon itself is about 80 feet. He's at the very end.
Fire the heat rays, and whatever we have. The heat rays, 100 feet range, 100-foot range.
Yeah, we can say you're about 100 foot or so.
I'm going to yell over to the Astrals who have the weapons, and I'm going to tell them to fire to try to get the dragon's attention, so he has advantage on his stealth.
Okay.
Do you just want me to use my modifier? Because I don't have the modifier for a dragon.
While the Astrals are getting into position, I do want to ready 2 potions in my hand.
It's just a +0.
It's a +0, so pretty much just.
And you'll
Advantage.
Oh.
And one of the self-destruction belts is going to go to Ironhammer, and the other one is going to go to Penelope.
I'll just say there are 4 Astrals right now that are shooting. Unfortunately, only one of the 4 guards was able to hit the dragon. However, it was just enough, dealing 25 points of damage, that the dragon turns around and stares directly at the ship as Felix, you are hovering directly above, no sight at all. What was your roll?
I also want to go into a prolific state. I want to activate my storm rune. And anyone within 100 feet, if they make a roll, they're able to re-roll again.
Wow. On advantage for everything?
Yes.
You only get advantage. You don't get advantage, fortunately.
No, it's just one
Yeah.
one re-roll.
Which you would already get with stealth. Like, you would already get with what we were doing, I think, because you can't get advantage twice. Unless it's something special.
I'll allow that. We'll see what you get.
It's a little bit better. I rolled with 10.
Plus your stealth. Oh, wait, which is plus 0?
Plus 0. Which I don't understand how hard you can have a plus 0.
All
And
right.
an eagle.
If you can roll me one more dex
Oh, shit. As a saving throw? Or
to
just check?
drop the barrel.
The barrel.
Yeah,
This is the big one.
as Arthur is on top.
And you have guidance, right? Does he have guidance?
Yeah.
Did you cast that yet? So he's dropping it now?
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
Okay, so guidance is
Plus 4.
Plus
D4. To whatever you want.
Plus the D4. Natural 20.
As a giant vulture, you hover above the dragon, who has not spotted you, until you drop the barrel into the volcano. At that moment, it spins around and it sees you above. It has not hit yet, however, it is aiming directly for you and Arthur.
Okay.
The barrel falls and immediately explodes once it hits the volcano. Due to the power that the dragon was putting into it, however, the volcano explodes. If I could have everyone roll an acrobatics saving throw.
So a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, 18. I have a plus 10 in my dexterity saving throws.
Felix was above the volcano.
What did you take? You rolled a 4.
I rolled 4.
What'd you get?
18 plus 2. 20.
Ironhammer, Penelope, and Topknot can all avoid the lava as it is falling onto the ship. No damage to the ship currently. However, Felix, you take it directly in the stomach
Understandable.
as you take 28 points of damage.
I don't have the stat sheet for the giant.
Oh, shit.
Vulture. I just do the HP.
It's 22.
So I turn back to Felix.
You turn back into Felix as you are hovering towards the volcano. There is we'll say there's a layer of ice separating the volcano from you if you would happen to land on it.
Okay, well I'm gonna aim for that. I'm gonna try to hit the ice and like slide.
All right. Give me a athletics.
This is Felix athletics.
Felix.
Oh god, that's not a great modifier for Felix. Can we kill Felix twice in 2 episodes? 12.
Yes, you can land on the ice. You don't travel anywhere else. You were just standing on top of it as the fire starts to burn from below. I'll give you a turn in a second. What you guys notice though is after the volcano basically erupts, what comes out underneath are, I'm going to say, 4 magma elementals. So what you can assume is the dragon was assuming to blow it onto Brill, have the magma elementals rise from out, and attack the civilians.
And they make it through the ice. They burn their way through the ice.
These are from the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the ice is starting to come from the top, starting to burn, but these are escaping from the bottom. And as there are 4 nearby, Dragon took the lava damage. So we can go to initiation, I guess.
Initiative.
Fuck! God.
How do these astrals look that we're with, by the way? Did they take any damage?
No, they were all fine.
And how many of those were there?
I'm going to say there's 4
3,
each.
4.
4 astrals and 4 magma elementals.
Natural 20 plus 5, 25.
21.
18.
All right, so we will start with Top Knot. What you can see, you guys are still on the ship. Currently, the dragon is now heading towards Felix. You guys are still in the boat, and he is sitting on a small block of ice above the volcano.
I'm gonna. How close are we to the beach? To the shoreline?
Shoreline is, I'll say 10, 15 feet.
It's a Cyclops, stay here. And I'm gonna jump off the boat and see if I can make it to the shore. Are there any rocks or anything that I'd be able to find cover behind?
Yes, along the edges, there are many, like smaller cliffs you can hide right behind.
If I can, if there's enough to do in my turn, I want to find cover behind one of the rocks and then hold my actual action until one of my companions get close enough that I get sneak attack.
Okay.
So I imagine at this point, sneak attack's not going to do anything.
All right, Penelope.
How far away is the dragon from me on the boat?
I'm going to give it 50. 50?
50?
Yeah.
And it's focusing its attention on Felix.
Yep. Directly on the volcano. Not even really paying attention right now to you guys.
Am I able to throw a potion at it, utilizing Giant's Might as a bonus action? To increase my size, increase my strength to be able to reach that.
Yeah, either that or like the little gun on top of
The
it.
gun only had 30 feet.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you can do that then.
That is a 13 to hit.
Against the dragon?
Yeah. Throwing
That'll miss.
So the potion that I threw, though, I don't know if you want to take this into consideration. I was throwing a potion, it's a flashbang. So even though it doesn't hit, if it's in the surrounding area, the saving throw for it would have to be a 20. That's my saving throw.
Okay. I think I'll give it a disadvantage on its next attack, depending on whoever goes after.
Okay. Yeah, my main goal was just trying to keep it occupied from Felix.
Yeah, it will stun it a bit, and whatever it goes to do its first turn, it'll be thrown off.
Okay.
If you're all set, then Felix, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to cast Investiture of Flame. Grants the caster immunity to fire damage and resistance to cold damage, and any creature entering or starting their turn within a 5-foot radius of the caster takes 1d10 fire damage. And as an action, I can emit a line of fire 15 foot long, dealing 4d8 fire damage. So basically, I'm immune to fire damage now.
Okay.
That's the main reason I wanted it, because we're dealing with a volcano.
And a dragon.
Well, we don't even know if this dragon has fire breath or anything.
That's true.
Yeah, at this point, you are still on top of the volcano.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the layer of ice.
Yes, which is quickly being
Melted from heat. Okay. Is it possible for me to? So my action was to cast a spell. Can I use my movement to get off of the active part of the volcano? Do I have that much movement? Okay, I'm gonna run as fast as my little druid legs can take me. I'm gonna go. If I go towards the dragon, will that still get me off of the volcano?
Yeah, you're just in the very middle. You can head directly towards it if you like to.
Okay, I'm gonna head at it screaming, just ready to rock and fucking roll.
Yeah, we can end your turn there right as you run off the volcano, running towards it.
Okay. That is one of the greatest Frozen movies.
Let's move on to the dragon. The dragon will make its way directly to Felix.
Does it get within 5 feet of him before it attacks during its movement?
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna
How
scream.
far am I from it?
You are within 25 feet.
I'm going to go after it with my... Let's do lightning stick. I got a 30-foot range with it, so I'm just going to try to pop it.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see. It was a 16. 21.
Yep.
24 points of damage. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, wow, that was bad. 7.
Okay, so it is paralyzed for the next 15 seconds.
The dragon, already stunned by the flashbang, reaches for Felix with multiple attacks as Topknot hits it with his lightning stick, immediately paralyzing it, moving no more as it is just inches away from you.
We can make another saving throw on its next turn.
Can I scream in the dragon's face so we meet again, you greasy bitch?
It just stands there, just mouth open, staring at you.
I'm gonna spit in its mouth.
The magma elementals will all make smash attacks, except the disadvantages fails every single one.
Okay.
Yell out to the astrals, take care of the fire elementals. And then I'm gonna aim for the dragon again, take another shot with the lightning stick.
Okay.
Okay, that was a 17.
Miss.
Shoot. Is there a creature within 5 feet of the dragon?
Yeah, there's a couple elementals as well as Felix.
Do I get advantage? I'm a rogue. Alright, that one was a little bit better. 23.
That hits.
Okay. Very nice. And something I forgot to do last turn was the sneak attack damage. So I'll roll for that this time. 50 points of damage.
As this thing is still paralyzed, staring at Felix, it takes another hit inside. Heavy, deep damage. If you have anything else, we can turn to combat.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
I want to get off of the ship and make it towards the island. How far of a distance is that? I have a movement speed of 30.
That is 15. So you have another 15 left.
I want to attempt to throw another potion. 27. I threw... One of the potions that I made was my other question is, how big is the dragon itself?
I think last time I said it was 20 across and about 10 wide.
So if I aim the potion towards the tail end of the dragon. The potion I'm throwing it has a 10-foot range. Would that be away from Felix? So utilizing my bread ideas, I was able to overcharge my bomb potion. And it will do, it's 4d10, but with the bread ideas it doubles. So it'll take 40 points of damage.
Similar to Top Knot, another big amount of damage towards it, as it is still paralyzed for this turn. Next up is Felix.
Alright, I'm going to look into the face of this dragon, and I'm going to cast Summon Draconic Spirit. You call forth a draconic spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the draconic spirit stat block. When you cast this spell, you can choose a family of dragon, chromatics, gem, or metallic. I'm choosing a metallic dragon.
Okay.
So,
from up above, you sense your dragon coming in as the rest of your group sees a metallic dragon shining in the clouds as it swoops down right above you.
okay. And then I'm going to just still be looking at the dragon. I'm going to beat on my chest, and I'm going to use my bonus action to... Never mind, I can't do that as a bonus action.
Alright, is there anything else you have left, or just summoning this?
I just want to summon my big old dragon.
It'll come down looking super magnificent as it looks at you, and then it looks at the other dragon and says, "Fuck that," and flies away.
Really?
Yeah, it's too scared of that thing.
Oh my fuck.
No, I'm kidding. So, now Felix's time.
Yeah.
Alright. It passes on 2. With 2 quick attacks, the dragon will ram you with its arm, in addition to a tooth bite.
Okay.
Dealing 70 points.
As a bonus action, I want to invoke my transfer attack. Reaction. Are they within 30 feet now? So when a creature you see within 30 feet is hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to evoke a rune to cause the attack to target a different creature within 30 feet. Using the same roll. So I want to hit the lava elemental that's closest to
Felix, right before you are about to take these massive hits, Penelope transfers all the damage. You feel the initial bite as the damage is transferred over to the elemental that Ironhammer was fighting, as it bursts just from the inside out. That is completely dead.
That's such a cool turn.
Yeah.
How often can you do that? Is that a reaction on every turn? Or once a day?
Once every short rest.
Oof. Yeah, I remember you using it once or twice before, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Only one of the magma elementals were able to do damage. So it will target Penelope, dealing 26 points of damage. The astrals themselves, 2 shots will come off, dealing 28 points of damage to 2 separate elementals. As we cut back to Top Knot.
Is he still within 5 feet of this creature? Of the dragon?
Felix?
Anyone. Any ally of mine.
Yes.
I should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take another shot at it.
Okay.
This is a natural 19. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
16 points of damage plus the sneak attack, because there's still someone within 5 feet. 48 points of damage.
Again, a crazy heavy hit. And it is just leaking yellow blood over and over. Next is Penelope.
This whole time I'm just hidden behind one of the boulders.
The two lava elementals that are close to me there. I want to equip the energy sword and my dildo sword.
Okay.
And I want to charge at them. One attack at one, pretty much just charging through one attack at another, and the further one will take 2 attacks.
Got it.
13, 16, and 24. To hit.
The last 2 hit. 13 is not.
So the first one was going towards the closest elemental, the other 2 are at the further. And it will take 60 points of damage with the energy sword.
God damn. That energy sword is fucking...
I didn't realize they were both one-handed. That's fucking awesome.
Well, I'm
a big
fella.
Mm-hmm.
A thick man.
The elemental takes heavy damage up and down. It's front and back as lava just explodes out from it. You avoid all of it, but it is looking very rough. Felix.
I'm gonna, sensing the tide shift, say it's probably about time, and I'm going to use my action to cast Wild Shape. I'm going to turn into Giant Monkey Felix. And I'm going to use my movement. Can I try to, jump and run up the nose of the face of this fucking dragon? I'm trying to get on its back.
Yeah, if you can give me an acrobatics.
An acrobatics, okay. Using the monkey stats. Give me 1 second. They're there. I'm at the dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. 5.
You take a couple steps on its nose. However, its paralysis is gone at this point, and it easily shakes you off down onto the ground.
Okay.
All right. The dragon is going to take off just a bit, soar into the air, and will cast Lightning Storm.
Wait, what's the sword off? What just took off?
The dragon. It just took off a little bit.
The opportunity attack.
Felix, you can get attack on it.
I'm gonna try to fucking punch him.
Oh, yes.
You're within 5 feet.
Yep, you're close enough as well.
12.
It misses both of you as it soars a couple feet in the air, casting
Switch and die.
Lightning Storm against Ironhammer, Penelope, and Felix.
I got
Switch?
You will all need to make a
I need to take one of yours.
dexterity saving.
This is a good dice.
dexterity saving throw. 13.
What? Is that an 8 or a B?
Nat 20. It's B for D&D Beyond.
See, that's the question, because it's not an attack on you, it's just a saving throw. Oh yes, you get another one then. So Jesse, you can take one more.
Okay. 18.
Nat 20, 22.
Felix and Ironhammer, you both will take 26 points of damage, as Penelope will take 13, and it will stay flying above. Magma, we cut the run quick. Nothing. Damn. Alright. And 2 of them. No damage from the elementals, as the tyrants upon the ship will take 2 shots, dealing an additional 25 points to 2 random elementals, and back up to Top Knot.
I'm going to take another shot at this thing. How far, since it flew, how far is it from me now?
I would say 15 feet.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take another shot at it. But I don't get the sneak attack anymore. Okay, that is a 19 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 14 points of damage.
Okay. You can see it is getting, it's in the air, but it's getting labored. It's getting very close. Penelope.
I'm going to stab the dildo sword into the ground and grab the potion, get it ready, and chuck it up at the dragon. 17.
No. It'll easily duck out of the way as it sees another potion coming towards it. And hit Felix in the face.
Oh, Jesus.
Anything else you want to do?
Am I able to swing at, after stabbing that, throwing the potion, am I able to swing over at one of the... Okay.
Yeah, there's one right next to you.
16 to hit.
Yep.
That one takes 7 points of damage.
Okay. Felix.
Alright, so how far away? I know the dragon's flying, but how far away is it?
15 feet.
15.
Oh, yeah, above you.
I was going to say, is there any rocks near me?
Yeah, there's a couple rocks.
Can I pick up a rock and try to throw it at the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon.
I really don't want to throw Ironhammer. God, fuck. 11.
Playing tennis, you throw the rock up and it bats it back at you with its tail as it lands on the ground. Well, Ironhammer, sorry to say, but the dragon is aiming directly towards you, as it will hover up a couple more feet and aim directly at you with a ramming attack of, it doesn't matter, 36. If you could... Oh. 29. If you could roll me a strength saving throw. The dragon will ram directly towards your little body. It was originally planning on Felix, but after seeing you, it thinks it'll have more fun with you. However, you are able to stay standing. It was not able to knock you off the island into the water, but you will take 50 points of damage.
Is that ending its turn?
That's ending its turn, yeah.
As a reaction, I'm going to invoke my stone rune. When a creature you see ends its turn within 30 feet, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune to force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw.
12.
It failed. It had to beat a 17. The creature is charmed for 1 minute. While it's charmed, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. The effect ends if the charmed creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its haze.
Since we were already in combat with it, does it get advantage?
I'm not sure. That's all that it says for the
That'd be up to DM then, I think, since it had already taken damage from us.
Yeah, I'm going to make one more roll on that, because it is not immune to charm.
That's crazy as a dragon.
Right?
See, that feels unfair, because that's a 19.
What did it need to be?
17.
I guess, I mean, that sounds fair. We've already beat the shit out of it. And does this thing get legendary resistances at all?
That's what I was saying. It does. However, you guys have avoided all of the immunity so far.
But does it get resistances in the event that it loses a death save or it loses a saving throw? That it can choose to pass it anyway.
No, not that I can see.
Sure.
I'll say this turn, it will be charmed. Its next attack, it'll be charmed in the air, still just flying, just staring out.
Now, with it being incapacitated, is it still flying?
Oh, it's incapacitated too?
It's incapacitated.
It will land. Hey, Felix.
Yeah.
Could you roll me a dex saving throw?
Right on you.
14.
The dragon will land directly on the island again.
Okay.
Felix, you will take 15 points of damage.
All right.
As just the tip of the head touched you. As it is charmed until its next turn. And Felix, it is your turn.
So obviously it's within, like, close with me.
Staring directly at you, its eyes basically closed.
Can I jump on its... I'm trying to get onto its back.
Mm-hmm.
So can I do that?
This one, I'll directly allow that. It is not moving at all.
Can I see the gem?
The gem.
The gem that was in the gray slad.
Oh, that thing. Yes. I'll say halfway down its back. You can see it. However, it is covered with its skin, wings, and everything. So you could get to it. You just need to get deeper inside.
Can I try to get at that?
Roll me a strength.
Okay. Oh, come on. Daddy needs to rip a gem out of a dragon's back. Fuck. 13.
You can dig up a decent amount of skin, flesh, this yellowish blood, but the gem is just too deep inside for you at this moment. If there's anything else you'd like to do.
I'd like to just kind of secure my footing, because I have a feeling I'm going to be going for a ride here shortly.
Dragon will do nothing for this turn. Fail. Alright. And again, only one elemental can cause any damage. So, it'll be on you, Iron Hammer. You only take 25. Yep, you're all set. It does not smack you hard enough to knock you over. Astrals can only do one hit against the elementals, dealing another 25. And we are back to Top Knot.
Alright. Is this thing not going to run?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Within 5 feet of it?
Yep. It's starting to wake up again, but still doing nothing.
Yeah, still from where I'm hitting around this rock, which isn't where I've been this entire time. I was just taking a shot at it. Okay, that is only a 16.
Nope.
Yeah, I just shoot off at it.
Alright, now
Grabbing the dildo sword from the ground, ripping it out, slashing 2 attacks at the log golem closest to me and one further, trying to take them out. 12, 24.
just the last one.
So the last one was the one further, and that one takes 21 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, now Felix.
Yeah.
You and your dragon.
Me and my dragon.
And you are currently stood atop the dragon as it is waking up.
Right, I'm on top of that dragon. I want my dragon to show up. And I'm going to have him do his breath attack, which my dragon's chosen, I guess, element is ice. That makes sense against the flamey dragon boy. And I did have the internet pulled up here. Give me one
Each
second.
creature in that area must make a dex saving throw, where they take 2d6 damage. So anything that's within melee range of that creature would have to take it, including you,
Yeah.
since you're on its back.
That's fine.
Alright, yeah, that'll just be both of you then. What kind of save was it?
It's a dex, but I don't see what the number to beat is. I'm imagining... Actually, I don't know. I don't know what the number to beat would be.
Well, this one failed anyway. It only got a 10. And no pluses.
I also failed. I got an 8.
And anything else within melee range.
Melee range, it should just be those two.
Where's Iron Hammer?
He's still like 10 feet away.
And then it's 2d6.
Yep. It's 4 points of damage.
The dragon, as it wakes up from its slumber, just kind of laughs at the metallic one.
Yeah.
Just breathing straight at it. Anything else you'd like to do? Oh, I guess your turn now.
I'm going to keep trying to get at that gem.
Okay.
Another strength check.
Yep.
17.
This time you can get deeper enough to claw at the gem.
Okay.
Making the dragon twitch a bit, throw you off. You haven't been completely thrown off yet, but it knows what you're trying to do at this point.
Okay.
So this time, since the dragon is basically stuck shut to the ground at this point, it will make 2 tail attacks. Iron Hammer, you will take 25 points of damage, as Felix will take 31. As it whips its tail around, smacking both of you. It'll stay seated there, as it cannot move at this point. Elementals miss again. This is ridiculous. As 3 of the astrals will make attacks. As all of the elementals are looking super weak.
How far is the dragon and all this action from me?
20 feet, I'd say.
Do I go and help them? Do I stay here? Do I go and help them? Do I stay? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go and shoot at it again. Lightning stick. 9.
Nope.
been a good turn, guys. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, Penelope.
Seeing the ties of the battle somewhat turn with the elementals being bloodied or weakened, I want to make a final run through with them, attacking both of them. Boom, boom, coming back across. 18 or nat 20. All three?
Not the last one.
Not the last one.
111 on Giant Monkey.
The one closest to me will take 36 because of the 20, and then the other one will take 14.
Both of the elementals explode in just a burning heap of fire as the other one at the very top of the island notices all the other elementals are gone and burrows, disappears into the volcano, and it is not coming back.
Before I end my turn, can I progress towards the dragon?
Dragon is... I'll say it's less than half of its HP.
Big balls. Yep.
All right, Felix.
All right.
Just the dragon left. Less than half health.
You said I could claw at the blue gem.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to grab it. I'm trying to pull this fucking gem out of wherever it's at.
I'm gonna need some big... Trying to say
Some big dick energy right here, baby. Big old monkey dick. What the fuck up is up with these fucking throws?
What the fuck up is with?
What the fuck up is with?
What was it?
9. I can't fucking roll for shit tonight.
Again, just digging straight into your gorilla paws. It twitches over and over, but not enough to do any damage. At this point, it will attempt to try to get that rock off. I can't believe that roll. Completely fails. And we'll cut over to Astrals.
At least the dragon's rolling as shitty as I am. Like, that's the only thing saving us in this battle. Is
They will get their shots off, dealing a 75 points of damage. Yeah, they do a lot of damage if they can actually hit.
Top Knot's gonna think back on all the times he's been so scared. To the point where he hasn't wanted to do anything. All the times that he's thought of running away and leaving these guys to whatever terrors lie in this world. And he's going to think back on all the times he's overcome that fear. Against the roper in the cave and all the times since then. And he's going to step out from the rock. With his movement speed, you said this thing was 25 feet away, roughly. He's going to move to the dragon and get right up to it, and he's going to try to stick it, to try to paralyze the thing, to give Felix the opportunity to do what he's been trying to do. Okay. So actually I have a +8 on this. 21. Okay. It needs to do a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Well, that's not happening. 3.
Okay, cool. And 21 points of damage, and it's paralyzed for the next 15 seconds. And just tears streaming down Top Knot's face. Please. Stop.
As you can still see anger in its face, almost joyful at this point. It is still going, even though it is completely paralyzed and almost completely out of health. Penelope.
Seeing Top Knot charge forth, a bit of fire is lit within Penelope. I'm going to use my action surge to take an additional attack. I'm just screaming at it, just slashing with both the energy sword, the black dildo sword. Just boom, boom, swing my sword.
Swing my sword.
17, 28, 28, 22.
Yeah.
He swings his sword.
All right. It takes 67 points of damage.
Fuck yeah.
You come down 4 separate times on each part of its head as you swing, yellow blood spurting everywhere. Still stuck by Top Knot's lightning stick. All it does is just scream over and over as people in Brill can hear the voice of this dragon. Felix, what would you like to do?
I'm still trying to get that gem, man.
Let me do it.
With advantage, right?
Yes.
Since it's incapacitated.
Thank fucking God.
I do have advantage.
Oh, I do have advantage. Well, let's figure out. Yeah, there's 24. Let's see it with advantage. That's not as good. 19, so 24.
Taking in Sterling once again. Penelope slashing the hell out of this thing. Its mouth opens up, tries to bite at anybody until it notices Felix is behind it, not paying attention. As you rip with your gorilla paws the entire gemstone out of its yellow blood, skin covered, still completely blue. As you pull it out, it turns sparkling white and disappears. As the dragon, with its head up, slumps down onto the ground. No movement whatsoever. It's dead.
Holy fuck.
Fucking awesome.
Finally. The final boss has been complete. As you guys are standing amongst this island with lava, yellow blood everywhere. The Astrals will sit down on the ship and just wait for you guys.
How does the volcano look?
It's done. I mean, it exploded, but there's nothing left remaining in it. And again, you guys have DuPont.
We did it. And no one died. I thought I was going to lose someone, and I didn't lose anyone. Let's,
I'm going to drop my national sheet. I'm going to turn back into Felix.
I just run over and give Felix a hug.
I'm going to run over to group hug.
You're gross.
And I think you can take back to the main city. That was that year.
Oh, Brill, yeah.
Real close. I think we should go back and make sure that he gets the trial he deserves, and then I get what I came here for, and then we can go home. I want to see the end of this.
Iron Hammer, did you come in for the hug?
Giving you the silent treatment, huh?
Did you go in for the hug?
When we're all there, I'm going to smash down a potion right below us, and it's a font of health, and nothing really matters right at the second, but everyone heals 17 points of damage, or heals 17.
I took no damage that fight, but we'll happily take it. Is that it? Everything we've done, everything we've been through, it's just... Yeah. Okay. We should get back to the cats, figure out what's happening. Okay.
Making it back to Brill, you guys have some time alone on the ship. Once you are back in the city, all of the Astrals have been watching the entire time. And as you enter in, they all bow to you. Each and every one of you guys, including the guards on the ship, in respect of what you all have done, in honor of Sigurd. The wisest Astrals will ask once again, they will thank you and ask, well, what should we do with the king?
That's up to you. I mean, he's done really bad things to you and, well, to us. And we just want to make sure that he sees justice, right? That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We can't get away with this. And we want to see peace. We don't want fighting anymore.
They will say thank you and will take him under their control. They will announce that later this evening, they will take care of him.
Top Knot wants to be there for that.
Yeah. We all do.
We all want to see this through.
Okay. Penelope, if you could roll me a survival check.
9.
If you guys were interested in going up north at all to see the grave, you remember that's the same direction that the boy you saw from the last episode. You can remember towards the end, you saw a small young boy staring towards you guys as you ran up north.
I wanted to go and see.
Yeah, I mean, while we're waiting on this whole thing to pan out, maybe we should go to try to get answers now. It just makes sense.
I want to see the grave of Sigurd.
Thankfully, it doesn't take too much to figure out the path. Just straight up north, there's a single small path lined up with trees on either side. It seems to be special in some kind of way. Nobody else is traveling this land. The four of you enter up north through this hidden path. Nobody else is traveling along, including the Astrals, as you come upon a single grave outside of a pretty nice looking house. Nice size, nice garden. Currently nobody outside. It's just a single house.
Should we knock? Right? Not busting through the walls or
Kick down the door again.
kick down the door. Just knock like normal fucking people.
I don't think there's anyone to talk to, but
I don't know. I mean, the place looks pretty well maintained, right? I think someone's living here.
We should knock.
Iron Hammer knock.
Knocking on the door, it opens up, and inside is a single, I'd say 30, 40-year-old man, as he will open up and, welcome. Humans, halflings, what are you all doing here?
Hello?
Is everything okay? I knew there was some kind of attack going on.
Yeah, we killed a thing.
Is it okay?
Yeah, we're heroes.
Good to hear. Can I help any of you guys?
We're here to, I don't know, there was like a hero's grave or something. We kind of wanted to compare like our hero-ness to his.
Yes, Sigurd. Yes, should be right outside. It's very old at this moment, but yeah, feel free to take a look.
You're a human?
Yeah.
Weird, right? I mean, there's like astrals here and stuff, isn't there like a war going on between your people and the astrals? What are you doing here?
That's what we've heard. I mean, I've always lived here. I've never had any issues with them, but I know there have been many fights between any other humanoids and astrals, but here, completely fine.
Can I approach Sigurot's grave? And looking at, I'm assuming it's a tombstone. What does the tombstone read?
The tombstone, funny enough, it only says, what did I put? It's been so washed away from rain and everything, it only said like OLRO. I mean, Silgorot, but just washed away, but all it says is Silgorot. That's it.
Sigurot must have been quite the man to be immortalized here with the Astrals. What did he do?
My name is Oliver, and he will introduce his wife as well from in the kitchen. This is Lorelei. I'm actually one of Sigurot's great grandsons. He was an amazing fighter, scientist. He helped the Astrals themselves. I wish I could remember his name. I want to say King Gerald? Perhaps? He had come here.
From New Haven?
Yes.
Yeah, those people were assholes.
Oh, of course. He came here with many of his soldiers to fight our land. And
well, we brought their grandson. We brought Clifford, Gerald's grandson,
to wipe them off.
He was still trying to make a fight here. That's what we just fought off.
Still doing it.
Well, not anymore. We put an end to it. It's over. It's done.
Good.
Yeah, we're heroes. No big deal.
Apparently Sigurd had heard of this before, and he left the island and came here to help the Astrals. I don't know too much about alchemy, science, any of this, but yeah, he had some kind of this green potion that helped the Astrals win, thankfully.
Green potion.
Oh, yes. I mean, if you'd like, you can take a look inside his office.
If you don't mind. Yeah.
No, of course. Once you're inside, what you can see is Lorelei is holding a baby named Hazel. And then the young boy that Penelope had seen earlier, he's there as well. His name is Liam. He's just hanging out on the kitchen table, eating some lunch. Oliver will lead all of you guys into Sigurot's office. If you'd like to take investigation, we'll say.
Nat 20.
Penelope, what you can find is many of these green potions that whoever this creature was brought to Primador to help the Astros. But taking an even closer look as Oliver walks away for a second, you realize all of the work, the handwriting, the notes itself, it relates directly to Sterling.
I'm sorry we didn't ask when we first met you, but we've encountered a lot of writings and all kinds of things on our journey here. Maybe we've come across something that had to do with you. What's your last name? Mr. Oliver, sir?
Oliver Silver.
I don't know that name. Did we come across anything like that?
You said Silver?
Yeah. Oliver Silver. And my great-grandfather, Sigurot Silver.
Sigurot is an astral name.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, when he arrived, he lost all notice of his previous continent and wanted to join in with the Astrals as soon as possible. If you give me a second, let me look through. He will dig through his own memory and look through some of the reports. If I think I'm right, 1 second. Bernard! Fuck. Bernard!
Typical Bernard.
After a couple minutes, the old dude from the ship will appear from a bedroom up north. He will walk out. Yeah, what's going on? Sigurot. That was your grandson, wasn't it? The old dude says, yeah, it was, fuck, what was his name? Sterling or something? Sterling Silver? Yeah, I didn't know much about him.
Put that together until now. Sterling Silver. Motherfucker.
That was his name. Sterling Silver. What? Is there something going on? Oh, it's you guys. Hey, what's up?
What old guy is this?
This is the old guy from the turtle back.
The fucking Kraken dude.
Yeah.
You said Sterling was his grandson.
Bernard, the old dude.
Sterling is his son. So this is.
Oh wait, that was
his dad.
Sterling's grandson. Sterling's grandson is Bernard.
So
Okay.
his grandfather is Sterling.
Yes.
Yes.
His grandfather is Sterling. I messed that up.
That makes more sense.
Hearing. Is there any chairs nearby?
Well, yes. Yeah. He went directly to the kitchen table.
Hearing them say Sterling, I just get lightheaded and sit down. You can see I'm ghost pale.
Penelope.
Sterling's my son. That was my son's name, Sterling Silver. He did so much. He did more than I ever thought that I could do. I can't believe it. I have a family. This may sound really out there, but I'm your great grandfather.
Looking at Bernard.
Yes.
Whoa, dude. Oh, fuck. Oliver will look at you and oh my God. Well, if you need anything, please let us know. I mean, if you'd like to stay here, more than welcome.
I want to stand up and just go and hug Oliver, hug Lorelai. Lorelai's holding Hazel. I just want to look at Hazel and just see the lineage and the life, and rub Liam's head and just I'm speechless. Like, this is more than I ever thought could happen. And just tears running down.
Bernard will look at you guys again. You can see his eyes are white. I'm sorry about what happened the other day. I didn't scare you guys, did I?
Yeah. I mean, you said you were the harbinger of, like, the sea god that kills things.
Yeah, kind of fucked that
Kind of
one
a
up.
dick move, bro.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, he's not coming at all, by the way.
You just trolling us.
I made that all up, yeah.
You're an asshole.
I'm going to smack him on the back of the head.
Oh, damn it.
Penelope, your grandson's an asshole. Are you going to stay with them? You going to come back with us? Do we go back? I don't know. I mean, Toad's still in Cirrus, and
You could send a ship for him.
yeah, we could. I don't know. I need to think about this. If we decide, are we allowed to stay? Mr. Penelope's grandson, sir?
I'd assume so. I mean, they haven't done anything to you yet. I mean, there's plenty of room here. There's so many cities on this continent.
Well, what about Davenport and all the things that led us to here? I mean, those places are still around, right? Like, are people going to come for us, or is it over? Are we safe here?
I feel like Stenwick probably has a pretty good handle of things. He always had a good head on his shoulder.
Maybe. I don't know. A lot of this is so sudden. I don't know. I need to think. I'm gonna go on a walk. I'll be back. Are you just gonna be here? Yeah.
I'm going to stay here.
Okay. I'm just gonna start walking, taking everything in.
There's still a lot of cats out and around?
Yep.
I'm just going to sit on like a bench or somewhere and just kind of absently pet one if there's one near me. You look familiar. It's been weird since I've gotten here. I just... You remind me of something. I don't know what, but something like you used to mean a lot to me. But I can't place it. No, it's not fair, because whatever it is, it means something to me. I'm just going to stare off and pet it for a couple minutes.
I'm going to leave where we're standing. I'm going to kind of try to look around, see if I can find any kind of... Is there like a wooded area around here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, as you get closer past Brill, you enter into a very large wooded area. Some mountains, some caves. Just like a normal...
Does anything look familiar?
From far away, what you can see is a very old-looking cabin. A little past where the Silver's house was.
I'm going to start heading towards it.
You'd imagine it might have been Sterling's original home before getting this established area in Brill.
Does this cabin have a porch?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a rocking chair on this porch?
Of course.
Is it Sterling's little cabin?
Yes.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. I thought it was my old cabin.
Sorry, different continent entirely.
Oh, we're still on the different continent. Okay.
I wish, but
okay.
That could be a different game we could get to.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of look around this cabin in the woods. I'm gonna put my hand on the chair. Does any kind of memories come back at all? Like, I know this isn't like, I'm not particularly familiar of it, but I mean,
almost feel a blanket lying on top of you, and as you sit down and sit back a bit, you can just smell the fumes of coffee bean juice spraying into your nose. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. But it's somewhat comfortable for right now.
just kind of thinking, reflecting. I'm going to stand up, look about the cabin. I'm going to mutter to myself, well, Felix, you had a good run. But I think this hermit lifestyle is... it's no way to live as an old man. I'm going to wander back towards the group that I've come to feel as a family. Just kind of every step as I head that way, kind of letting go of that loner lifestyle that I'd been craving so hard to go back to. Just heading towards a new beginning.
Having your own silent moments for a bit. You guys, whoever would like to exit the Silver House, can head back to Brill, as the Astrals have DuPont in the main city. They will ask you, is there any last thing you would like to say?
Top Knot's still wandering. He's eventually going to meet up with everything. But while he's sitting there petting one of these cats, there's this memory that rushes back to him, or a series of memories. And he remembers himself playing with an orange tabby named Daisy. Was this cat growing up. And his best friend. They did everything together. She was awesome. He loved cats. And he remembers this memory in particular of her eating a rat that turned out to be infected. And everyone in the village ended up getting sick because of this infection. And after his mother had passed away, in this wave of guilt and anger, he just grabbed it around the throat and just held it. And bawling his eyes out, he just choked the life from it. And for the longest time, he had repressed this memory of him doing this. And before it was asked what was the first thing he had killed, and he had said that it was a person when he was leaving his village, running away from the farm. And it turns out his first kill was this cat, his previous best friend that had killed everyone he cared about unintentionally, but he felt so guilty about that, and later on conflated it with all of these memories with the astrals, all of this hatred that he had for them that he was just brainwashed to have. And in this moment of him remembering all of these things, it kind of jars loose this recent repressed grief of him doing something really bad to someone else. And as these memories finish rushing through him, he just kind of sits there for a little bit, his hand hovering above the cat he was just petting, tears kind of slowly coming down his face. I remember now. I don't hate you. I know what I have to do. And he's going to slowly go and meet back up with the group whenever the astrals talk about what they're doing with DuPont next.
What the astrals will do is take DuPont, since we didn't get to use this weapon, and they will take the Tesla cannon and aim it straight at his stomach and just, as bits of him explode and his body gets sent out into the sea.
Good riddance. You son of a bitch. After like a day or so had passed and we had time to recuperate, I'd meet up with you looking over a garden or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I can be out.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go back to Cirrus. I have Toad that I need to talk to, and maybe he can come here. That'd be good, but do you think I'm a bad person?
No. We all have good and evil inside of us. You witnessed firsthand, myself, the evil part. It really, every day is changing, and you have all the opportunities to make up for any past transgressions that you've done, and really it should just be trying to better yourself every day.
Make up for. I spent a really long time running from my debts. That's kind of how I think got into this whole thing in the first place, was running from what I owed people on the farm. And then, can you keep a secret?
Of course.
I killed Leuven, the librarian in Cirrus. I thought he was a bad guy. I thought he was going to hurt me and take my stuff. But he was just a guy. Cirrus doesn't even have a government. They just have a bunch of people, and everyone thinks that they have someone who runs things, but there's no one there.
That was something that I tried to learn when you guys were away, was who ran things, and the truth is no one. And I thought Bluevin was a bad guy, and I killed him. I blew him up, and I took his place. And it was wrong, and he had family, people who cared about him, and I'm tired of running from the debts that I owe people. I'm tired of running from the bad things that I've done, and I'm gonna go back to Cirrus, and I'm gonna tell them what I did. Because it's not okay that someone could do those things and get away with them. And I know you don't have plans to go back, but I had this book that I took from New Haven, something that I modeled my book that I wrote off of, and I never returned it, and it's just another debt. I was wondering if you find time, or if you know someone who goes back that way, if you could make sure it gets back to the library there. And maybe they'll go easy on me in Cirrus, but I shouldn't be allowed to get away with the things that I've done. This is not right.
I can make sure that the book gets returned for you, little one.
Yeah.
And I know you want to pay your debts back. And I feel as if that's very admirable of you, to come to grips with that. And I admire you. And I think no matter what way you move forward in life, you'll always have the support of the group here, and we'll always be thinking of you. And I know you want to pay your debts back. And there's always going to be a space here if you want.
Yeah.
With all your favorite cats and the Cyclops.
Yeah, can I leave him here with you for a little bit, just until I get back? And maybe when I do, depending on how long they want to keep me there, maybe this garden can become a farm. That'd be nice. But if I don't come back, it was good knowing you, even though you scare me. All of you have always scared me, honestly. But all right, I'm gonna find Nelson and see if he can take me back, and I love you guys, for what it's worth. But I need to do this.
After hearing you say that, I'm going to pull you in and give you the biggest bear hug. Strengthfully.
Top Knot's eventually going to go back to Cirrus, turn himself in, and whatever fate awaits him, he's willing to deal with it. Finally come to grips with the debts that he owes.